All right, folks, welcome back to Kings of Opinion, episode 144. I got the Wanderer here with me. Say hello.
Thanks for having... Let me run that back. Thanks for stopping by. It's nice to have you with us.
There we go. No Big Ern with us today. We miss him. We'll hopefully see him next week. But kind of a crazy day for both of us, right?
A little bit.
I don't know if I have a real Ryan's rant today. Maybe I'll let you do it because you're also a Ryan. But
I don't really rant, though. I just,
I mean, I could rant for you, but I feel like, the whole computer fiasco was a bit much.
Okay, yeah, you want me to...
Yeah, I mean, just a little.
Right.
Give us the meats and potatoes of it all. I think it's kind of funny too.
Right.
Not for nothing.
So yesterday, I had finished eating and I was returning to my office, I guess you would say. I had a few beverages in my hand, 3 to be exact, and I carried them downstairs successfully. And I was so proud of myself that I was thinking about how great that was. And as I was thinking about that, putting the first 2 down, I forgot that the third and largest container was in between my arm. And I proceeded to dump it onto my laptop.
Now, was it a water bottle?
Like a jug. I may have brought it. You may have
Like
seen it on previous episodes.
It might be one of these things right here.
A little small.
Okay.
Thankfully. So, I immediately, turn it, unplug it, flip it over, just try to do what I could. Started up this morning, but keyboard didn't work. I was able to, submit a ticket, and thankfully, IT got back to me, and I'm gonna get a new one because mine was like primitive, pretty much.
I wonder if you're gonna get a brand new one, like a 2026.
I think, it's gonna be pretty new,
or at least 2025. I mean, we're not far removed from 2025, but that'd be dope.
And I got a loaner for now, so
crisis averted.
Solved.
Yeah,
crisis averted. Better words by you. So.
Yeah, but so now my thing is you spill water on your phone and it fizzles out, whatever they say, put it in rice.
Right.
Obviously, you can't put a laptop in rice. You know what I mean?
Think so.
But you would think that unless you literally drenched the laptop,
right?
Like that, the keyboard would dry out. You know what I mean?
Maybe, I don't know. I guess I didn't have time to stick around and find out.
So crazy. So crazy, but at least it was only one day. At least you had a nice, I would say, easy day for the most part today.
Challenging at parts because I really don't like using my phone for that type of stuff.
Right.
I'm like a dinosaur in that sense, but yeah, other than that minor issue, it wasn't too bad.
There you go. My day on the other hand was wild and crazy.
So what went down in the Bronx?
Just a lot of moving parts. I was literally back and forth to the Bronx a few times.
Wow.
Up and down Manhattan a few times. I felt like I was literally driving to...
You're logging a lot of miles.
Yeah, I logged a few miles more than I wanted to. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
And then I barely had a chance to work out today. I only got a 45-minute workout in, which I don't like to do my hour. Mm-hmm. And that was at the tail end of my day. I was upset. I didn't eat till 3:30.
Oh, man.
It was awful, dude. Awful day.
I don't know if I could make it. I'm like a noon guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like a 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So right after 1 o'clock, I start to get hungry.
It seems like the standard, what was a 1 o'clock lunch?
Yeah, but I blew way past that, and I was just like, oh, man. It was nonstop. And, you talk to people, and they're like, well, at least your day's going fast. And I'm like, I'd rather my day go slow. yeah. I'd rather go slow, forget about it,
Right.
than being run around and doing all types of stuff or whatever. But,
No, at least I got you to tell me that stupid shit.
Yeah.
That's what you should have said to me.
Yeah, 100%. I probably should have, But, other than that, it was all right. I can't wait. Thank God it's Wednesday. We got 2 more days till the weekend.
Yeah, I feel like once it's Wednesday, you're out of work Wednesday, it's basically next thing you know it's Friday.
Agreed. I agree. So hopefully I wake up tomorrow feeling a little refreshed, get through tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. And
power on into the weekend.
Yeah, because Fridays are my they're federal holidays to me on Fridays.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's nice.
we call them federal Fridays. So,
Okay.
you know, we try not to do anything crazy on Friday. So hopefully, knock on wood, Friday will be a nice little day, and then we roll right into the weekend, which seems like it's over in a blink of an eye,
Yeah.
and we go from there.
Always too quick.
Yeah.
Although there was some good sports on last night, huh?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, you had the sexy matchup of Schlittler versus DeGrom, and was that in the Bronx? Or was
No,
that in Texas?
it was in Texas.
They're on a road trip. Huh?
Yep, they just finished their road trip today, literally right before we started
so
the show.
Had that. It looked like it was a good matchup from the result I saw on Newsday this morning. I also saw that the Knicks had a big win to go up 3-2. Brunson came through, had a big game.
Huge game.
So, things are looking up for those parts of the city.
Well, the Mets won yesterday too.
I did see that. 8-0, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they even closed out a number in the
They
pool.
won a game for a change, which is nice.
All New York teams won yesterday that
Look
were
at
playing.
that.
Yeah.
Dubs.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, I totally forgot the Knicks game was on. So then when I put it on, they were already winning by like 20.
Crushing
So I was like, all right, I don't have to watch it anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But like you said, General Brunson did his thing. So did Cat. Townsend was really good as well. OG seems like he's just a quiet superstar, meaning like he just does. When he gets into these playoff games, he just plays, does really good things on both sides of the court, and then goes into the locker room and you don't see him till the next game. Like he's I think
his
he's
play speak for him.
100%. Like he is probably underrated.
A man of action.
And he's a champion.
2 words.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was he
With the
won.
Raptors.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They said that this morning on the radio. I was shocked. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was
But
part of that team.
makes sense now because you could see that the moment's not too big for him,
Right.
and he just steps it up in the playoffs. Which hopefully, I don't know when did the Knicks play their next game that they're gonna win.
I'm not sure. I would imagine
It can't be Saturday, right?
Or Friday. I don't know.
Yeah, it can't be, right? But whatever day it's going to be, I hope they just, finish it and
close them out.
and close it out.
Move on to the next round.
Yeah.
I did see the Celtics are is it game 6 with them and the 76ers tonight. The Detroit's trying to avoid elimination, surprisingly, to the Orlando Magic. They're kind of shocked by the way that has went.
Yeah.
I think Toronto and Cleveland is 2-2.
You're right on that as well. Keep it going.
I think Minnesota is up 3-2 against Denver.
Yep.
And the Lakers are up 3-1, and San Antonio is up 3-1.
San Antonio.
Oh, and the Oklahoma City has advanced.
Yes, they have advanced. And let's see. I don't see San Antonio.
It's 3-1, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah?
Versus Portland.
Portland.
Yeah. The Trailblazers.
No, I gotcha. You sure they didn't advance?
Oh, I could have made. I mean, maybe I was just looking at news.
They did advance.
Okay.
Matter of fact.
Yeah, news.
Yesterday.
They didn't have the late score then.
Yeah, yesterday they advanced. They won 114 to 95.
The Spurs advanced.
Yep. So you have the Spurs and the Thunder advanced already.
Already.
And just so we all know, all you Knicks fans out there, the game's actually tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
At 7 o'clock, so a little bit earlier.
You know me, I love an early start.
Yep. So
6:30 would be a little better, but I'll take 7.
I mean, 7, I would say the latest the game goes is 10 o'clock.
Right.
Unless you get like a really crazy game where they're doing overtime a bunch of different times, you know what I mean? But like for the most part, I'd say, I know it's a little past your bedtime, but you might be able to sneak out a couple quarters, So, that's looking good. I'm actually, it's actually good too that the Celtics lost the other day.
Right.
Because they're 3-2 as well. You don't want them, because supposedly the Knicks are supposed to play them the next round.
Yeah, so you want them to
go as long as we go.
Yeah, wait, let them burn themselves out a bit, so
Yeah.
they're not as fresh for the next round.
Of course. So for today, there's a big slate kind of because you got, like you said, the Magic and Pistons play today at 7. So if the Magic win, it's over. And then the Rockets and Lakers, the Lakers win, it's over, and that's at 10. And in between that, you got Raptors Cavaliers, but that's 2-2.
I guess that's got to be an upset too, right? The Lakers are the lower seed in that, I would imagine.
I don't know. This is game 5, so the Lakers are at home, so I think they're above.
Oh, I don't know. I just figured they didn't have such a great year, but
They did. They're 53 and 29.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And the Rockets were just right behind them, 52 and 30.
Oh, okay.
So
Mistake.
yeah. No big deal. I mean, that's pretty close. I mean, they must be the 4 and 5 seeds, I'm assuming. But yeah, that's all good for that in the NBA like finals and the playoffs going on. So hopefully the Knicks can win and they can move on to the next round. That'd be super dope. Then maybe I'll watch a little more. Yeah, you know, I'm like you with this basketball. I can't watch these late games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? By 9 o'clock, I'm like winding down. I just want to watch TV shows and you know, not really worry about that. So that's why I like the baseball games are over by 9:30 usually, especially.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, especially with the with all the new rules that they got and the games move so much faster. Like even the 7 o'clock games end at like 9:15.
Speeds it up a bit.
Yeah, man, it's great.
So, I'm guessing you enjoyed the Yankees game.
Oh yes, that was some game to watch too. I mean, the whole series was pretty good for the most part, but Cam versus
Pitchers duel.
yeah, Jacob deGrom was as advertised. It was literally a pitcher's duel. DeGrom gave up a home run. Actually, he gave up a run on a double in the first inning to Cody Bellinger. Judge wound up scoring from second, and that's pretty much all he gave up for, I think it was 6 innings. And Cam gave up nothing. He wasn't as sharp, but he got the job done, and, you know, he left the game with the lead. And then in the 7th, Austin Wells hit a solo shot off the Rangers reliever. And then in the 9th, Judge hits a solo shot. So they wound up winning 3-2 because in the bottom of the 9th, the Rangers tacked on 2 runs on an error by McMahon at third base. Bendar picked him up though, got the guy to ground down to an game-ending double play. But for the most part, great game. I was watching a lot of that game, and you know, you're gonna first off, obviously DeGrom is a little bit older than Cam Schiller is, but I like how Cam has progressed, and you know, he's probably gonna be our future ace at some point. I'm hoping, as long as nothing, knock on wood, crazy happens with him injury wise.
Right.
But yeah, there's not much more to say about the Yankees. Like I could pick apart their bullpen, maybe their bottom of the lineup, but as of right now, even with their loss today, they're sitting at 20-11. They got the best record in the American League. I think they're tied for the second best or third best record in all of baseball.
Yeah. You gotta like what you see.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're not a complete team by any means, but you know, I'm not a Met fan, so how can I really complain when we got 20 wins in April? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the stats right now. Yeah, there's really, you know, it's funny. The team that's the closest to them is the Tampa Bay Rays with 18 wins. Everyone else has like 16 or less. And then you got the Braves at 21-9 on the other side of the fence. The Reds are 19-10, so they're a game behind. The Dodgers are 20-10, but they're playing right now. Their game is still their game is still going on for a little bit longer. Right now, let's see, it's the bottom of the 9th, and they're trailing the Marlins 3-2. So they might have the same exact record as the Yankees. So basically, you're only really trailing the Braves by a game. So, you know, what am I going to complain about? But you go to our little baby brothers, the Mets. They wound up getting Juan Soto back, but now he's DHing because he has a little forearm like tightness or stiffness or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
It's sore, so he's been DHing. they had a good game yesterday. They beat the Bulls off the Nationals 8-0, which was good.
Right.
A lot of my buddies from work went to that game, so at least they got to see a win. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know.
Oh, by the way, I did see that thing you guys were talking about with the Mets Nationals ticket price and the price of the crunch wrap.
Yeah, how funny is that though, dude? When I saw that on Instagram, you see tickets to tonight's game, $6. I mean, it's all the way upper deck, whatever.
Right, still, it'll get you in the door.
Right, and then you see a Crunchwrap Supreme or whatever it is $6.39. So basically, your choice is watch a full baseball game or have a Crunchwrap. And depending on who you are, you might choose that taco. But yeah, so the Mets have been on some kind of like spiral recently.
A downward one, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. And it's funny, it doesn't look like they're even considering firing Mendy, their manager.
I don't know.
And what's crazy is in the last week, the Red Sox fired Alex Cora.
I did see that the Phillies fired and they got a new coach, Donnie Baseball.
Yeah, they promoted him to interim manager. So while that's going on, the Mets are still holding firm with, you know, Mendy being the skipper as of right now. So I guess we'll see how that works out in the
short leash, you would imagine.
I don't even know if it's a short leash anymore because you have, I mean, the Phillies fired Robbie Thompson, so whatever. But Alex Cora's out there, and if they were talking to him, and he's not saying, you know, I'll take over the Mets, then why would you fire Mendoza at this point? Like, you'd have to, I mean, listen, they've lost a lot in April, but I guess they're weighing their options. Like, do we just keep him for right now, wait till somebody else comes along, or do we let him finish out the season? Because, listen, Alex Cora is a really good manager, so, you know, there could be a slew of teams next year that want to sign him as their new head coach. Mm-hmm. And, you know, there might even be good teams out there too. So it's kind of tough for the Mets because if they fire him now and then their interim manager is whoever, you're not guaranteed to get Alex Cora anyway at the end of the year. So maybe they're just going to let him rock out and see if he can fix the ship a little bit and, you know, make them a little bit more respectable. I mean, they're 10-19. Them and the Phillies have the same record, and it's literally the worst record in baseball at this moment. I mean, listen, not too far behind are the Red Sox, the Royals, and the Astros, but as of right now, they're holding it down. So, you know, maybe they could, you know, swing. They're only 9 games under. It's still, I think we talked about this last week. You have so much baseball left. Like, they go on one little win streak, even a 6-game win streak. Now you're looking at being 16-10. I mean, 16-19. You're not that far off at that point.
Right.
So maybe the Mets are just saying, let's just roll the dice with this guy, and we'll go from here, and we'll see what happens by, like, the All-Star break. Because I feel like if they would have fired him, they would have been fired him, like, sometime in the last week or so. So, you know, other than that, like, I don't really see much happening with this guy unless they get even worse, this is pretty bad as it is, you know what I mean? Hopefully when you go to the Met game, they give you a W for your troubles of getting over there and schlepping over there.
I hope so.
You know? I know it's in the near future, not too near future, but
maybe they'll be playing good baseball by then. Who knows?
Exactly. A month from now, it could totally change. They have a good month of May.
Turn that ship around.
Yeah, man. It'll be dope. But yeah, I mean, status quo is everything else. There was the draft, the NFL draft.
That's right, last Thursday.
Yeah, so the Cowboys got that guy Downs, which a lot of the Giant fans wanted.
Okay.
He's supposed to be a really good offensive lineman.
Okay.
They went with Reese instead, which is a great pick.
I was going to say that seemed to be a steal or whatever at that pick, right?
Yeah. I mean, they were saying he was going to go to the Jets at number 2, so at number 5, if he's still there, and I don't know whether or not like they went best available or they just like the guy or whatever, you know, he's going to be a little bit cheaper for you now because he's the 5th pick and not the 2nd, and, you know, I think both teams, as of right now, at least on paper, even the Dallas Cowboys, everyone's saying the Dallas Cowboys are going to be significantly better on defense this upcoming year. Even with the picks that they gave the Jets and all this other stuff, they're going to be significantly better because of the draft. So, like, the draft to me is almost like the minor leagues for baseball. Like, you don't know what you're getting until you put them on the field and you see how they pan out. So I'm not going to get overly excited about this draft because I've done that in years past when the Jets got Zach Wilson and Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. And, some of them turned out good, you know what I mean? But the Jets still sucked, so what does it matter?
Speaking of the Jets, I also saw that they're talking to Russell Wilson as a possible backup for Geno.
Yeah, you did see that, huh?
I did.
I heard that this morning. I almost crashed my car at 6 a.m. I can't believe that's the case. Like, it's not like
he
was.
Need somebody, right?
Yeah, I mean, get anybody else.
Need a body.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, well, I would even give it to the kid that they just got out of college. Like, let Geno play, and where's Tyrod Taylor? Like, is he gone? Like, I thought we had a 2-year deal with him. We signed him last year. Like, I got to look into it because I'd rather have Tyrod Taylor, to be honest with you. I know he's injury prone, and he didn't, he got even injured last year or whatever, but, like, Russell Wilson, I mean, it's not like he was on the Seattle Seahawks yesterday. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was on the Giants. He's literally playing in the same stadium, just different color uniform, and he sucked with the Giants. Why would you think he'd be any better with the Jets? You know what I mean? So yeah. I don't get it. I would sign literally anybody else. Maybe there's slim pickings out there, and I have to look, but I'd literally go any other direction.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, quarterback it's a hard position to fill because you want to have like you're alluding to, you want to have a good backup.
Right. Like I said, I just got to look into seeing where does Tyrod Taylor fit in the mix. Unless they're going to sign him just to cut him, meaning like they're going to see how he does in the preseason and see how he mingles with the team, and if they don't like it, you're gone kind of thing. But I can't really see him playing any football for the Jets. Like, I don't know, man. That's rough. That's a rough call. I wouldn't do it. I'll just put it like that. But those guys get paid the big bucks. We'll see how it turns out. I'm actually excited. I think in like 2 weeks, the schedule comes out, which is extremely important because I go on my football trip every year when the Jets go away somewhere.
Right.
I know.
Going this year.
I said that's the thing. That's why I want to find out where this, like this.
You got to see the
schedule comes out because Devang wants to go to Arizona. Okay. I want to go to Los Angeles to see the Chargers.
Okay.
One is with the Tailgaters, the other one isn't. So one would be going on our own, which I don't care about, which is the Charger one.
Right.
The other one is with the Tailgaters where they take care of everything for you and all that stuff, which is cool.
Inclusive.
Yeah. But it's a bunch of old men going to watch a football game, so like whatever.
Right.
But I just want to go to the Charger one, not necessarily see the Chargers. Like if they were playing the Rams, I go see the Rams because they share the same stadium.
Yeah.
But it's SoFi Stadium is brand new.
Right.
So
state of the art.
Facility. That's what I want to see. And the Arizona one is still old. And a matter of fact, they're building their new stadium. So like wait 4 or 5 years to go to the new stadium. You know what I mean?
I don't really see the appeal of the Arizona, but hey, I mean, whatever Devang's into, I guess.
I mean, the only appeal for Arizona, because I can guarantee you right now, that stadium's probably so old, it probably looks like crap, and you're just going to watch a football game. Mm-hmm. But what might be nice is if you go there in the beginning of November, mm-hmm. It might be 80 degrees.
Oh, right, instead of like 100 or whatever.
Not only that, it may not be 40 degrees in the cold. Like when you know what I mean?
It's not going to be cold there. Yeah.
Right, but if we're going to LA, I would still think LA would be kind of warm in November too. Right. So like
probably
a little cooler.
Oh, I would say nicer looking as well.
Right. Sure. Exactly. But
maybe you can hit a Stargate if you go to Arizona. Who knows? I think there's one in Sedona.
Who knows? I'll figure that out once the schedule pops off. But we'll see what happens, and we'll choose hopefully wisely. That's all I want. I want to make an educated decision on where we go.
You'll evaluate and then you'll decide.
Correct. But yeah, other than that, I think that's kind of it for the sports. Yeah. Right? I think we touched a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I'd say we wrapped it up pretty nicely.
Yeah, in a bow.
There you go.
So to speak.
Tied up.
As far as the stuff that I've been watching, so
you're gonna have to carry us here because I haven't been watching shit.
I mean, I could always try. So last night I watched both Daredevil and Boardwalk Empire. Right?
Wow, you were watching a lot of stuff last night.
Well, it was just one episode of each. You
Plus
know,
the Yankees.
Yeah. Well, I had a little bit of time. So.
Where are you on Boardwalk?
So that's exactly what I was going to get to. So I'm on season 4.
Oh, wow.
Episode
How many
10.
Seasons are there?
5.
So you're towards the end.
Yeah, I'm almost done. Because I feel like once I get to season 5, there's only 8 episodes, and that's going to be a wrap. Like, within like a couple days. One good weekend, it'll be over.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize I was so close to the end of season 4 because I only have 2 episodes left.
Right.
So I watched it, and they left me on a cliffhanger. And it was late at night last night. It was like 10:30.
Yeah.
Not super late, but for a weekday.
Late,
Yeah, it's kind of late. So I was like, damn it! I want to watch another episode. I was like, I can't. I was like, I gotta get to bed, right?
Yeah.
And before that, because I started to watch half of Boardwalk Empire because Daredevil comes out at 9.
Okay.
So I needed something to watch from 8 to 9ish around there.
Right.
So I watched the first part of Boardwalk.
I see.
Went to Daredevil.
And then went back.
Daredevil was awesome, and there's only 1 episode left, which is next week. And I don't want to ruin it for everybody, but I thought the episode was great. And then that ended on a cliffhanger, and I'm like, oh! So Daredevil ended on a cliffhanger first, and then I go to watch the Boardwalk, and I got a double cliffhanger yesterday. I'm like, God! So I was like, the only good thing is today I could probably finish off season 4 of Boardwalk. So at least I only had to wait a day for that.
Yeah, and you'll get some satisfaction. You'll get some close.
A little closure.
You won't have to wait any longer.
There you go.
I'm trying to think of something cooler, but I got nothing.
No, it's all right. It happens. You shoot for the stars, you might miss every once in a while. You know what I mean? It happens. But yeah, so those 2 I watched. And then when we were talking yesterday about, I saw Thrash over the weekend.
Oh, yes.
The Netflix shark movie.
How was that?
Listen, better than you would think it would be.
Okay.
At least it had some excitement. Listen, if you're into shark movies, like if you love Jaws and even like the Meg a little bit, even though it's ridiculous, but like whatever, and you could deal with that, then you could deal with this movie. Because the whole premise was a storm's coming, a hurricane ransacks this little town, and because of the hurricane, all these sharks are in the town, and these people got to survive. Enough said. I think it was no more than an hour and a half movie, so you're not investing a long time, so to speak.
Yeah.
Straightforward.
Action packed.
Yeah, and it had a little bit of a story, and some of it at times might be a little silly.
You don't need too much story in a film like that.
Yeah, and some of it towards the end might be a little silly.
Right.
Like this chick is pregnant, for example, and she wind up getting knocked out of the house that she was in because it's flooding.
Right.
And
that can happen in a flood.
100%. What I don't know necessarily could happen. I'm sure it can, but I just didn't think you needed it in the movie. Is she was so pregnant, I guess, so under adrenaline and being frightened that she wind up having the baby in the water in the middle of the street. Like it just popped out, and then all of a sudden she had a baby, and then you see her cut the umbilical cord. I don't remember how she did that right now on top of my head. Yeah. And then she's just holding the baby and trying to dodge these sharks, and I'm just like, whatever. Yeah. But other than that,
maternal instincts kicked in.
Yeah, right away too, no less. The only thing that was missing is she should have just bit the umbilical cord right off. You know what I mean? Which would have made it crazy. But anyway. But at least when they did that scene, they did the proper thing, and they zoomed out, and you saw all her blood in the water, which is eventually why the sharks came.
Right.
So at least they did something like that, which would make sense, obviously, if you had like a water birth and all that
Right.
nonsense. But
Yeah.
but
Might attract some attention.
yeah. So if you're looking for a shark movie, that's it. It was pretty good overall. Then I finished Invincible. That series is over for this season.
How was that?
It was awesome.
How many seasons is that? 4?
4 right now. They're already slated for a 5th. But that story gets crazier and crazier. And like, what I like about it is it's an animated cartoon.
Right. It's also a comic, I think.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's where it came from.
Graphic novel.
Yeah, 100%. And graphic is the key word here because when these guys battle, it's intense.
Violent,
Yeah, like if they made a live action movie of that, I don't even know if you would be able to watch it. Like it'd be like rated R or yeah, man. Like some of the stuff they do in that is like crazy, and I guess it lessens it a little bit because it's a cartoon, but you still see it and it's like wow. So yeah, that was kind of crazy. I like the way that ended. Kind of ended. I don't want to say it was a cliffhanger, but they obviously left you wondering a little bit certain things for next season.
Okay.
But you would love that show. I don't know if you ever started watching it.
I've seen. I don't know if it was the first season or. I think I've seen some of the first season, so I'm definitely going to get back into it because you and a handful of my other friends have only told me about how good it is.
Yeah, and it's relatively quick kind of show to watch. Like they're longer episodes, they're not half hours, but they're like 40 to 50 minutes. Right. But they're only 8 episodes, right. So it feels like it just goes.
And
you know.
J.K. Simmons is his dad, right?
Yeah, and he's awesome. He's awesome in it. They're all really good, and they keep getting new people to come in there, like really famous people. I forget who they had new that was in it this year, but they keep getting new people to voice different people. Seth Rogen's in it as one of the aliens. Yeah, that's it with the Invincible. The last thing that I saw that I wanted to make sure I talked about was the Hulk Hogan documentary on Netflix.
Ah, right, that came out last weekend, I believe.
Yeah, super awesome. It's 4 episodes, probably about 4 hours worth of watching TV. And they hit pretty much on everything. And I like the way they did this one. I hope they do more of these now that Netflix like kind of has a contract with WWE, and do more documentaries of some of these old school like famous wrestlers. Like I'd love to see a Randy Savage one, even though like if they didn't do it by now, it'd be a little harder for that character. But like get some of those older school guys like the Ric Flairs, the Diesel. Like do one of of DX, because you still got most of those guys around.
Right.
Like just
2 of them. Wait, oh no, just one of them is deceased.
just China.
Yeah.
Right. I think all the guys are still around.
You're right.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought X-Pac was deceased, but I think he's still taking.
No, he is. He is. 100% is. But yeah, like it was a great show. And if you at all grew up on wrestling, you knew who Hulk Hogan was. So I know I was like, or say we were kind of like really young when he was like starting out, because he started in the 70s. But you guys don't realize like Hulk Hogan has been around.
Yeah.
So like just a couple of years ago, like even when he retired, I think he retired in like 2000 or 2003 or something like that. But then he came back and he did all this other stuff and with WWE, and like he went to WCW and did this and that, and like, but he's been around. So like even with us growing up, like even when we were babies, like by the time we started watching wrestling, if you were a wrestling fan, he was in the prime of his career.
Right.
And you were seeing all these cool things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he had quite storied career. I mean, who's a bigger wrestler than Hulk Hogan?
I don't think anyone like what's cool about it is they explain how like people were getting tired of his not his antics, but I guess of his character, and how he always just played the same thing.
Yeah.
And then they explained how when he went to WCW,
yeah,
he switched it all up.
I'll never forget watching that live when he turned heel. That was quite a show.
It was insane. And I didn't even watch WCW like that, but like my dad would tape it and he's like, "You're never gonna believe this." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Just watch." And I'm like, and I was like, "Oh my God." Like it was insane. And like they talk about
Hollywood Hogan.
Oh, they ate it up. Everyone ate it up, and it brought him back to life. And he was able to do like another 20 years off just turning heel for, a little bit. You know what I mean? They obviously talk about the steroids and like his injuries and all this other stuff.
Right.
So like, they didn't pull any punches for the most part. They got to everything that you'd want to know about him. And it was great. You know what I mean? They even showed the funeral and all that stuff. So like, it was pretty cool. It was really good. If you're a wrestling fan, I would check it out.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah. A couple upcoming things before we let everyone go is, so we still got The Boys. Haven't touched that yet.
Right.
The Punisher comes out in 2 weeks.
Wow.
From yesterday.
Okay.
So that Punisher special will be out.
It's only like a one-off.
One-off.
Okay.
And I think it's literally an hour.
Okay.
Unless they changed their mind and made it a little longer. But as of right now, last I heard, it was an hour. The show From, that's on MGM Plus, that recently just started. So I'm going to try to check that out soon, hopefully in a few weeks.
Okay.
And yeah.
What about that? I'm trying to think. When does that HBO show start that I sent you the trailer from the makers of Baby Reindeer?
That's out already.
It's out?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch
The one with the two guys? Like the one you sent me with the guys choking on them? Yeah, I think that's out already.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
It came out Sunday then.
I think it's been out 2 weeks already.
2 weeks.
Because the only reason why is...
Maybe it came out when DTF finished.
Maybe.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right,
because...
I'll check that out too.
What's
it called? Half Man or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Listen, I was just going to say, you turn on HBO Max, it's right there.
Okay.
So you'll see it because Broadwalk is on there, and I got to go watch that, and I've seen it the last 4 or 5 days.
It's on your way to Boardwalk.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool.
And like literally once it pops up, the new shows, it's literally right there.
Nice.
So it's got to be on in the last week or two, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't know when DTF ended, but maybe probably around a couple weeks or so.
Yeah, it was 7 episodes. So I think
There you go. So, but yeah. And the one last thing, which everyone should be excited about if you haven't heard yet, Ted Lasso's coming back in August.
Really?
They have a trailer.
I had no idea.
A teaser.
Wow.
So, I don't know if you have Apple TV, but just
great news.
go on to Ted Lasso, go down to the bottom, you'll see the trailer right there. It's a teaser though. It's short and sweet,
Nice.
but it gets you amped up.
Yeah, I mean, what do you call it? Yeah, that's a great one. So I'm glad it's coming back. It's been a little, actually not. It hasn't been that long, has it?
I don't know. It's a good question. It's been a bit.
Yeah.
It's been at least over a year. That's for sure.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, that's just a great show.
Yeah.
It warms the heart. So looking forward to that one.
Yeah, and I agree. I just hope, not that time's passed too long. It hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope they just write a good story. That's all.
Right.
Don't try to do the same stuff you did last time. Maybe mix it up a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know how. I'm not a TV show writer or anything like that, but I already know that spoiler alert, he's going to be coaching a women's team.
Okay.
So I get it. So he wound up, I guess, not going home or only going home for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He's back in England. I guess they're starting a women's team, and he's going to go from there. But, don't have the same kind of characters that you had from one team. Make them a little bit different, I guess.
Yeah. Change the formula.
Yeah, a little bit. You don't have to go crazy. Ted Lasso should still be Ted Lasso.
Right.
That's why you like him.
Right.
He should be the same.
Just in a new environment with new characters.
Right, and maybe have new problems. You know what I mean? His problem with his last team is they weren't, some guys were selfish, they weren't all together, and he had to get them to believe in themselves to be a cohesive unit to win.
Right.
Don't do that same thing here. Maybe mix it up or something like that a little bit. And then you'll capture everyone back, and then you could do a couple seasons of that team and whatever their struggles are, there's still some reoccurring people that are going to be on the show anyway, so you'll still have that familiarity, whatever.
Familiarity?
Yeah, thanks. We can't. We're like the guys on the radio. We fumble the word and we just can't get it, but whatever. But you know what I'm saying. Like,
right.
Do something a little different. But yeah, I think I chewed up enough time on the TV stuff.
Well, thanks for carrying us because I've been slacking in that department.
It's all right. You'll get back on track.
Hopefully, I'll watch a couple of things this week and report back.
There you go. Can't ask for anything more. You got any music? Or?
Yeah, we have one selection as usual. This is an older album. We're going to go with Guns N' Roses with Use Your Illusion 2. That's the pick for this week.
Oh, nice. A little old school style of
Yeah,
Guns N'
switch
Roses.
it up a little bit.
I like it. All right, folks. Everyone enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you next weekend. I mean, not next weekend. We'll see you next week at some point. Yeah, that's about it, folks.
Till next time.
Later, folks.